Hello friends! In today's video you're going to find out how it was to attend a class in Orion School and what did they teach us about life on planet Earth. So I decided to enter a meditation, but this meditation was a bit more different because I felt the presence of my Orion mother who guided me to meditate standing up and not sitting down or laying down. So I started this meditation standing up and I felt how I'm entering this trance state of mind. Very soon my focus was directed to my feet and I just felt, even though I was still very much aware that I'm standing in the physical reality in my physical body, I understood and I saw in my mind's eye that I'm teleported to Orion. I found myself in Orion classroom. The first thing that I remember is that I was standing in a circle. On the right side and on the left side I felt a masculine energy, my soul friends in Orion classroom. So it is very interesting that also the energy on my right and the energy on the left, I did got to meet in my energy scans. So these two energies I recognized on planet Earth. I recognized in my energy scan, and they're very much aware that they also share the experience in Orion classroom with me, and they're watching this video, so hello. So the first thing that I remember was me standing in the circle, and I was touching the hands on the right and on the left, and each of us did the same. So that was the first exercise, the first lesson in that meditation that I recall. It was a meditation of heart chakra connection. We did it in a way that the energy was transmitted from our heart chakra, but it was flowing through our hands. So because we were standing in a circle, Orion Mother, who was our teacher in the classroom, and my Orion friends, we created this momentum of connecting to feel how it is to be one. So it was very interesting because even though in this trance state, in this meditation, I was very much aware that I'm still in the physical with my physical body. But for the first time, I felt how it is to truly feel no separation from the system, how it is to love each of the souls equally, because there was no separation, there was no difference in loving one or another. We were all one. So that was one of the most significant vibrational exercises in Orion classroom, just to identify with your peers. Something that is very much different from schools on planet Earth. In Orion we openly talked about soul contracts, our soul mission in Orion, but also soul journey in next incarnations, in next life experiences. So the difference, the significant difference in classroom in Orion and planet Earth, it was the group work, the partner work. So basically in Orion, when you were assigned to a partner to do a specific exercise, they always pay attention that you do the work, that you do the group work with a soul or with Orion who is basically connected with you, connected to you with a soul contract. Usually it is a soul who is going to have many life experiences in the physical, because we called the planet Earth, we refer to it as the physical. So usually you were assigned to this kind of a soul who is going to follow you, who is going to have many life experiences with you in different dimensions, in different life experiences. So that is how you can understand the classroom, this smaller system within the big Orion system of schooling, because the classroom, 20 to 30 souls, they were in a way chosen according to their soul journey. So within one classroom you had many soulmates, many twin flames, and also soul sisters and soul brothers and just soul family. So that is why it is different to have a group work in Orion School from group work on planet Earth. Because teacher on planet Earth, they just choose randomly. Sometimes the group work is assigned to some best friends when a teacher discovers, yes, they are going to work very well together, or it is just a random pick. In Orion, it is not random. In Orion, you have to plan, you have to exercise your powers and your abilities with that specific soul who is going to have the most life experiences with you. Because of course, we all, before our incarnations, we plan together. So I recall a one vibrational exercise with my soul partner, the masculine energy whom I have felt on the right side. And I remembered in my meditation that one particular vibrational exercise which did help the future timelines. So within this Orion classroom, there were many different rooms. And one of the rooms was a potion room. So we were very much aware of this room, and every time the doors would open, because we were not allowed to approach it until we are ready for this specific exercise inside of that space, as we observed the room from the distance, all the potions inside of the room, they looked like colorful bubbles. So we sometimes refer to it to a bubble room because that is how it appeared to us from the distance. However, in this meditation, I recall that my soul partner and I, we were chosen to do this vibrational exercise to enter the potion room. So once we entered the room, the potion room, we discovered that potions were placed on every wall inside of this room. So it was full of shelves with beautiful bottles full of different potions. The interesting thing about these potions is that even though it did appear that all the bottles were there inside of this room, they were not. Some of the bottles were in different timelines. Some of the bottles were only essences of the physical object, which existed somewhere else in another dimension, in another part of the universe. But all these potions, even if they weren't physically there, they were still contained in this room because that is how they were protected. So my soul partner and I, we had this goal to choose two different bottles, two different essences. And as I said, it is very significant that we do learn to make decisions together and agree upon something together. Because, of course, when you are dedicated or when you are assigned with a soul contract to another soul who is going to help you to grow and to go through different life experiences, it is very important that you learn how to make decisions together. So we had to choose two essences. It was very hard, of course, because that decision was also influencing our other timelines in other life experiences. In the potion room, there were also so many potion bottles which kept the essence of something from the physical. So that means that there were many essences of some emotions or some frequencies from the physical. I always repeat and I say the physical when I refer as an Orion child, when I refer to planet Earth. Even though in sixth dimension we had our bodies, always when we talk about planet Earth and that experience on the planet Earth, I refer, and every Orion child did refer to it as the physical. Why? Because the physicality and the form in the sixth dimension where we lived and the physical on planet Earth is a different concept. Because on planet Earth we are in physical bodies and we can only move from point A to point B. But in Orion, in 6th dimension, we were able to move simultaneously and be at a different place at the same time, in different timeline, in different parts of the universe. So that is why we refer to planet Earth as the physical, because for us we have this advantage of astral travel, which we of course were taught in our Orion childhood. So together with my soul partner, we observed the potion bottles, and soon enough our attention was brought to 4 bottles. I remember that every time we touched a specific bottle, we could understand and download the information which was connected to the symbol of the bottle, because every specific potion bottle had also a symbol engraved on it, which of course, once we touch it, downloads to our mind and we understand what is the bottle. Because of course, we downloaded knowledge in a different way. We didn't have to sit down and learn how we learn in school on planet Earth. So the first potion bottle, I recall it had a symbol of a circle, and on the right side there was a line going through it. This potion bottle symbolized healing in the physical, but it only heals different timelines, not the present moment. The second bottle was a see-through pink frequency with silver particles, and it was frequency of love in the physical. The third bottle, I don't remember the meaning of it because at the moment it was not significant, but it was something similar to a triangle which goes out into a triangle. The fourth bottle was an experience of an essence found in the physical. So for this vibrational exercise, without revealing some intimate details that of course I would like to keep for myself, I'm going to tell you that I chose the healing bottle, the healing of a different timeline, because in the moment my soul partner and I, we did recognize that that is the most beneficial for us at that moment of time. And then he grabbed a fourth bottle, the essence, which when you choose that bottle, you can decide what kind of experience connected to planet Earth you want to have. And then we teleported outside of this Orion classroom. And I remember that we smeared this potion all over our legs, and he told me that he chose the essence of walking in the physical. Of course, in the 6th dimension where we grew up, there was no gravity. So we were more levitating than walking. So if I could describe walking in 6th dimension in Orion, I could compare it to inline skating. That is why I love to inline skate, because I feel it triggers this emotion of being free in the 6th dimension. So once we started to walk like we would in the physical on planet Earth, the first sensation that I felt was that my legs felt very heavy. In that moment I also understood why did my Orion mother told me to meditate standing up and not laying down, because she did understand what I'm going to see in this meditation, and it was very much necessary that I meditate standing up, because then I actually did start to walk as if I'm walking for the first time on planet Earth. And I just acknowledged how interesting that was at that moment, because of course I was still in my physical body on planet Earth, but my mind's eye transported me, teleported me to Orion when I was just having a glimpse of what it is to walk in the physical. So in my mind's eye I was walking for the first time, I was experiencing for the first time how it would be to walk on planet Earth, and at the same time I was moving my legs as if I'm doing it for the first time. So no matter how insignificant your life experience appears to you right now in the physical on planet Earth, let's just acknowledge together and remember together that there was a time when we were all looking forward to be here right now. So let's not take that for granted. Until we meet again, Namaste.